Hi all, Diane here. This is a vlog about my upcoming surgery. Look what I got, you guys. Maybe I'll make this a thumbnail. I'm actually at the pharmacy at my HMO, but this is a different one, but not the one I usually go to because I had to go to the pharmacy. But this isn't the one in Woodland Hills. This is Panorama City. But just like the Woodland Hills, they have a stand, like a coffee bar, that makes, this is, the whipped cream is kind of faded down, but this is, they call it a frappe, a mocha. I got a mocha frappe. So I wish the whipped cream was still there, darn it. Okay, let me do a thumbnail. Well, can't really do one. It's opposite, okay. Okay, anyways, it's really good. But they use cold brew, and I asked them if they use espresso, and they said no. On the frappes we use cold brew, and they said we could switch it to espresso if you want, and it would be the same price. And I said, how many shots will I get? And they said 2. The guy said it won't be as strong tasting if I give you the espresso. So I just took the cold brew. I probably should have taken the espresso because it's more gourmet, you know. Cold brew, I have that at home, you know, in my refrigerator that I buy at the store already made, grocery store. But anyways, yeah, the other Kaiser snack, it's like a snack bar outside. It's not the cafeteria. That was closed. I tried to go in there. Do you guys remember, like a few months ago, I made that fantastic salad at the salad bar? That's where they serve you, you know? Like, it's kind of like, since COVID, you tell them what you want and they put it in the salad. And they made me a huge salad that cost over $10 because when I said, oh yeah, put some egg, and they put like a whole lot of egg, and I said put some onions, and they put a whole bunch of onions. So it was like $11, but it was really good. But I was going to take one to go because there aren't too many salad bars anymore, you know. I know Pizza Hut in the 80s used to have a really good salad bar, and it was a good deal. I think they had a deal with a personal pan pizza and a salad bar, and I used to eat it there. I don't know if you guys remember when Pizza Hut was full service, but yeah. So a lot of restaurants had salad bars now. Like, no, the buffet that I loved closed. That was near me. So yeah, this is like one of the only salad bar where you actually have to tell them what to put in it, but they have everything. They have cheese. I think they even have tuna if you want it or whatever. But anyways, here's the news about my skin cancer surgery. Okay, my surgery is on April 3rd. It's the soonest I could get. And my consultation is tomorrow, Tuesday, in the afternoon. I'll probably make a video after the consultation, but it might not be uploaded until Wednesday morning probably, to see what they say. But yeah, when I scheduled it, you know, it's for Mohs surgery, MOHS, if you want to look it up. It's a special type of surgery that's for skin cancer, and it's not the only kind of way of getting rid of it. You can have it just an excision, which my doctor gave me the choice of seeing a hand surgeon and plastic surgery to do the excision. And what they do is they just take a big chunk, and she said they go all the way down to the fat. And you know, I don't want, and then they send it to the lab, and then if there's any left, you have to go back, you know, and get more taken out. With Mohs, they take layer by layer and look at it. The Mohs surgeon is a dermatologist who had additional training to look under a microscope, to be a, what do you call it? I forget what it's, pathologist, I think it's called, and actually locate the cancer of what's left in you. And they'll only remove cancer tissue. They leave the healthy behind. So even if it's a weird shape cancer, you know, if it's not just round or whatever, they'll only take out what they need. And it's very rare on the fingertip or on the palm side, the palmar side of your hand. Here, I'll show it to you guys, because I haven't needed to wear a Band-Aid. Let's see. Okay, now I'm in the sun. Hope you guys can see it. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Well, I hope you can see it because it's hard with my left hand. It seems like everything's in reverse. I don't know. But let me try it this way. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's the middle finger, the FU finger. Anyways, it's very rare. I found one picture of a squamous cell. I have squamous cell, which is a rare non-melanoma. Anyways, only 10% of non-melanomas are squamous cell skin cancers. The rest, the very common 90%, are basal cell, which are less aggressive. They don't spread really. But this kind can spread. It could be deep in me. It could be on the sides. Anyways, I didn't want the excision. I think maybe she wanted to go the cheaper route and do it that way. Maybe. I don't know. But it was a hand specialist, so they know, you know, where the nerves are and stuff, and where the ligaments are, what the tendons or whatever. But these Mohs surgeons, that's the thing, is when I looked online, most of them are on the face, and they're trained to close them up, like reconstruction, to make them look really good, cosmetically good. You only can get it at my HMO if it's on like your face, your neck, probably the top of your arm or your hand, top or bottom, something that shows. Like if I had it on my hip or on my leg, they might not do it, unless, you know, like people wear shorts and they get skin cancer on their legs. So yeah, they probably wouldn't do it. Or if it was on my shoulder, they probably wouldn't do it. But since it's a cosmetically and functionally important place, it's approved. So, and I have no copayment. I'm really happy. And I'm sure this is really expensive if you go to like a private practice doctor and get Mohs surgery. It's much more than a dermatologist, because I think the one I'm going to has 2 years of training. I looked her up on the app, and then I Googled her, and anyways, I had a choice. Okay, so I only found one picture of it on the finger, and it's on the fingertip inside. I found lots on the outside of the hand, but the palm side of the finger is thick, you know, and there's lots of nerves and everything, so I'm really worried. And the lady on the phone said, okay, let's schedule your surgery. She called me, and I said, well, aren't I going to get a consultation? She said, no, you don't need one. She said, most people don't get one. And I'm like, yes, I want a consultation. I said, it's on my finger, and all I see online is face and neck and bald spot, you know, or people that, you know, if they have bald heads, or if just on their head, I think it can grow, like even if you have hair on your head. And I think I got it from using tanning beds at a tanning salon. In my 20s and 30s, I did tan. I don't know if I told you guys that, but I did go to tanning salons only like maybe 5 sessions every summer to get a little tan going on my legs, because you know how white I am. Well, my legs were always really white, and I smoked for part of those years, and my arms, because I was outside a lot, my arms were tan. Like I had like a farmer's tan going on, you know, because at work, you couldn't smoke inside, and there wasn't always shade. So I'd stand in the sun a lot and get tan, you know, a little bit tanner. So yeah, and what you do is when you go in a tanning bed, you know, your palms aren't safe, because skin cancer usually happens on the top part of your hand, or a part exposed to the sun. So especially with fair-skinned, light-eyed people, either blue or green eyes and fair skin like me, it's usually on the top part. And my dad had it, I think, on his face or his neck, and I don't know what kind he had. But anyways, this kind can go deep. It could go wide. I saw some pictures of people with little tiny, like this is a little tiny lesion. I don't know if you guys can see it. I've had it biopsied twice, so it's got you know, it's healing. But where they dig can be huge. I mean, it could be lengthwise, it could be, it's not necessarily just in that spot, because this cancer spreads. And I've had it for at least, I don't know, 6 or 7 months, and maybe even longer. I just thought it was a burn that didn't heal. So this is like a public service. If you see anything weird that you think might be a burn, or it doesn't heal in like a month or 2, show it to a doctor. So anyways, this doctor I don't really like, because she had me put some cream on it. She thought it was a wart. It wasn't. So I think I read her after visit summary, and it said like the differential was wart, eczema. I told her I don't have eczema or cancer. It ended up being cancer. So, but for 3 weeks, and she said if it's still there, call and make another appointment. Then I had to wait like another week to see her. So, that's more time that it's in me. And, yeah, crazy. But, yeah, I want a consultation because, if it was just on my face, I can look on the internet and see, kind of what all happens and what the scars look like. But, I couldn't find any information except they can cut nerves, and even when it's on your face, like by your eye or your eyelid. So, and being on the bottom of my finger, I'm hoping they don't cut any tendons or nerves, so that I don't have bendability function, or I hope I'm not numb for the rest of my life. I did read that sometimes if you're numb, it can heal itself, but I want to know all that, what the risks are before I go in. I don't want to just go in on April 3rd and just have her do it. I have a lot of questions. So this dumb nurse that made the appointment, I can't believe, she goes, no, we don't usually do consultations. I'm like, hello. I mean, if I saw a regular private practice, of course I'd go for a consultation. So anyways, yeah, because it's on my hand especially, even if it was on my face, I'd want a consultation. I want to, because what I read on the internet isn't necessarily accurate. So, I mean, there's so many pictures of scars on faces and necks, and I'm in a Facebook group for for Mohs surgery on Facebook, and almost all the pictures people share before and after, it's like 90% on their face or their neck, or their eyes, or their nose, or their lip, or their ear. It's very rare even on the arm or the top of the hand. It's very rare. I only see face. So yeah, and I even wrote to the group. I said, has anyone in here, I introduced myself when I was added. It was a private group, so I had to be added. And I said, does anyone in here getting Mohs surgery or had Mohs surgery on their finger or even their hand? And a couple people said, yeah, on my finger, but it was the top part. I said, I'm having it on the bottom part. Has anybody? And there was like 2 or 3. One had it on their hand on the upper part. 2 had it on their finger on the upper part. But that's it. And they said that it was they didn't do the exercises they were supposed to do. I guess you're supposed to, maybe practice bending, and I might have to go to physical therapy. Maybe they'll make me buy one of those things to grip. I don't know, but I'm really worried, you guys, because I don't want to lose flexibility in my finger. I also don't want it to be cosmetically weird, but the Mohs surgeons are trained, and apparently most of the people in this Mohs group, before and after, this is like a support group, a lot of them have had skin grafts, and they do it while you're awake. I asked the nurse, I said, the whole thing is while you're awake, unless you can ask to get like a Xanax. Like when I see the doctor tomorrow, I can ask her to prescribe me a sedative, a pill if I want, but then I won't be able to drive myself home. So I know. So, and I think even if you're really scared, you could probably have them put you out, but I'm not that scared. And I don't think I need a sedative unless I'll see what she says, how long, what she thinks. It can take anywhere from 4 hours or longer, 2 to 4 hours, because they go, each layer that they look under the microscope takes about an hour to analyze for the Mohs surgeon to analyze. It goes to a technician first. I got all the instructions and what they do emailed to me from Kaiser, but yeah. So this surgeon is trained on looking under the microscope, and the technicians have to freeze it and slice it or something. So, once they take a slice, the first slice, I'll probably be waiting about an hour until the doctor knows if they have to take another slice, and they'll know precisely where to do it, or slices. So I'm going to bring a lunch, and yeah, so I'll make an email tomorrow, if the doctor tells me. I want to make a vlog. I might even make an email right before my surgery, and between my Mohs, if I have to go through several rounds of it, because like the finger I saw online had gone through 5 rounds of Mohs, and it was all like it was the fingertip, but it was all like sliced all over the place. And it showed the after where they had a skin graft, and then they showed what it looked like after it was first done, which looked really bad. And then after it healed, like a year, you could tell, but the skin matched after a year. In the beginning, the two skin tones don't match where the graft is. It looks really bad. So yeah, I hope I don't need a skin graft, but I don't know. I want it to look, I'll wait a year or whatever if it's going to look better than just stitching it, or doing without a skin graft. So I trust her. I picked her. There's only 2 surgeons. I said, what are their names? The nurse told me. I said, can you hold on a minute? I want to look on the app and read their bios. So on the Kaiser Permanente app, that's my HMO. So I took the one that's been at Kaiser for 20 years. I looked her up. Then I looked her up. The other one had only been there like 8 years. And the one that's been there 20 years also founded the Mohs Surgery Center at the Woodland Hills location. So she's like, I don't know if she's a director or whatever, but plus she's at least in her 50s, which she's in her 50s. I looked at the year she graduated medical school, and she's probably in her 50s. And I'm happy because the other one started at Kaiser. The other one looked a lot younger and not as experienced. I want someone who's experienced with fingers, and hopefully the bottom of fingers. That's very rare. It said very, very rare, like, I don't know what percentage of finger squamous cell is on the bottom of the finger, but yeah, so maybe she's just going to do trial and error. But I want to know, like, am I going to lose sensation? And does she think, she just comes right out and says, yes, it's going to be permanent. I want to know that. Or if she says, yes, you're not going to be able to flex your finger right. Or if the skin graft it might look good, but if it's going to cause a mobility issue, I might not get it. But they talked to you during the surgery, and she could tell me, what my options are, as she gets rid of it or whatever, as she gets rid of the cancer. So anyways, I'm going to bring a lunch. So I might do a vlog from the hospital, but the thing is they say no makeup. I'm going to ask her if I can wear makeup on my face because it's on my finger. It's not on my face. I can understand why they say no makeup because it's usually on the face or the neck or whatever, or the lip or the eye. But yeah, I don't really want to make a video with no makeup on at all. I'll look terrible. That means no lip color, no eyeliner, no mascara, no foundation, and yeah, I'll look really bad. I don't know if I want to be on camera that way. So even now, I don't have foundation. I have eyeliner. I have eyeliner on the top only because I was really in a rush to get out. So I didn't even do a full foundation and bottom eyeliner, and I did it as quick as possible. So anyways, and I didn't wash my hair. I just put a hat on. So yeah, I'll make a video tomorrow, either from Kaiser or when I get home. Probably when I get home, because that way I'll beat the traffic, because my appointment is like at 2:30. So yeah. So anyways, guys, that's what I'm looking at. And I have a friend that just had carpal tunnel surgery. Hi, Christy, if you're watching. And she vlogged the whole experience in the hospital, like when they gave her the IV and when she's sitting there waiting and the whole bit. And why is they honking? I guess they want my space. No, people are honking. But anyways, they're not honking at me. So yeah, she did the whole thing. It's really interesting. Like maybe some people will search for like skin cancer, Mohs surgery, and find me. So I might do it at the hospital if they let me wear makeup. If they don't let me wear makeup, I'm going to ask her tomorrow. I probably won't do it. Because yeah, I'm going to tell her, it's all on my finger. Why can't I wear makeup if she says no? So anyways, it also says you have to dress in a button-up shirt and comfortable clothes, but that's fine. I have plenty of button-up shirts. I guess that's so if they do a skin graft, they can get inside your body and take it from, somebody I read online had it from like the inside of their shoulder, like the inside of their arm, or I want them to do it on like the inside of my thigh if I have a choice. because you can get the skin graft taken from there, and then it doesn't show, unless you really look for it. But if it's on the outside of the thigh, you could see it. Even if you're wearing underwear, it'll show to someone. If you look in the mirror, you'll probably notice it. So they can also take a skin graft from behind your ear. I don't know where she'll want to take the skin because it's on my hand. She might want to even take it on my hand, which will leave another scar probably. It's like they take a flat sheet of skin. So I don't even know if it leaves a scar, but yeah, so I will do that. And I have all kinds of questions. If any of you have had Mohs surgery, especially not on your face or your neck or your ear or to the top of your head, please write your experience, because most people online, they're only had it on their face, neck, and top of their head and ears and nose. It's very uncommon. Even on the hands or the arms, it seems to be uncommon, and even on the finger, it's uncommon compared to, this is squamous cell. If you had basal cell, you can still make a comment, but it's usually not as advanced as squamous can be, where it goes deeper or whatever, unless you've had it for a long, long time. And basal cell is usually a bump, I think. So you see it. You might think it's a wart or whatever, but mine was flat. It was just like scaly, rough looking. And so I didn't know. Had it been a bump, I probably would have gone and had it checked right away. But I thought it was a scar or a burn that didn't heal. And yeah. So anyways, squamous are more dangerous. They can metastasize to like the lymph nodes or another part of your body. People die of squamous cell skin cancer, but I don't think they die of basal cell skin cancer, but it can damage the nerves, like if they don't get their basal cell skin cancer taken care of right away. But it mostly stays in that area. I don't think it goes to other parts of the body like squamous cell skin cancer can. So anyways, yeah, if any of you have had, even on the top of your finger, Mohs, or the bottom of your hand, which is very rare, you probably haven't, or the arm, or any place other than the face, neck, or head, let me know. Or like leg, because I've seen, like where it's just like open tissue, where it's not like delicate like a finger or hand, So thanks, and thanks for writing your comments. I know on one of my videos, someone said they had Mohs. I don't think they told me where. When I first told you guys I was going to have Mohs surgery, I don't think they told me where on their body they had it, but I know no one that's had it. I don't think my dad had it. I think his was real simple. It's probably basal cell, a bump, and he probably just had it removed, like in the doctor's office. So anyways, yeah, so I'm going to bring a lunch.